Good morning, children. Today, please take page number 37. Page number 37. Bit 3. Read the following story. Two rats fell into a milk pot. The first rat stopped making attempts to swim, thinking that no one would save it. So it drowned and lost its life. The other rat decided to continue swimming in the pot, round and round. After some time, the milk turned into curd. The rat sat on it and thus saved its life. So here there are underlined words. They are fell, stopped, lost and decided. And also there are other words also. For example, if you see drowned, so drowned, and also we have another word turned and saved. So there are verbs. Okay, they are, now you see, I'll write the words for you. The verbs, okay, in the past tense. In the past tense. First one is two rats fell. Okay, fell into a milk pot. The first rat stopped making attempts to swim, thinking that no one would save it. So it drowned and lost its life. The other rat decided to continue swimming in the pot, round and round. After some time, the milk turned into curd. The rat sat on it and thus saved its life. Saved its life. So all these are past tense words. Okay. Now you see here, what is the present tense of these words? Here it is stop. But they added one more P and ed. Okay, one more P and ed. Here drowned. So present tense is drowned. So added ed. Here decide. See here they add only D. Okay. Same way turn. So added ed. Same way save. So here they add only D. You understand? So here you can see here stopped. So when you get this verb P, lost, sometimes they add one more P. Okay, like T and D, there are sometimes they are added two things. Okay, sometimes. Okay, stopped, P and ed. That means these are all regular verbs. These are all regular. Why? By adding ed, okay, or simply D, they become past tense. That's what they are called regular verbs. Whereas here, what is present tense of fell? Fall. Lost, it is lose. Then here, sat, sit. See, they are not adding D or ED here. That's why if they add to the present verb D or ED, it is called regular verb. But if the present verb, the verb in the present tense turned into past tense by different way, it is called irregular. They are not same. They are not same. I hope you understood. So by adding D or ED, if you make a past tense, then it is called regular verb. Otherwise, by changing the form of the word, it becomes past tense. They are called irregular verb. Okay? Get the verbs underlined above. They fall into two categories as shown below. Regular verbs. Present tense, decided, stopped. Past tense, decided. They added ed only. Stopped. They added ed. Okay? Irregular verbs. Present tense, fall and lose. Past tense, fell and lost. So, the past tense forms of the regular verbs are found by adding d or ed to their present form. Okay, present tense form. Irregular verbs have different forms for the present and past tenses. So, here are some irregular verbs. So, fall, fell, give, gave, rise, rose, speak, spoke, sing, sang, leave, left, teach, taught, drink, drank. Okay. Now we have given on page number 38. So now you can see present tense and past tense. Okay. First one, you are given past tense. What is the present tense? Past tense is bought. Past tense is bought. What is the present tense? Buy. Okay. B-U-I, buy, bought. B-O-U-G-H-T, bought. So this is irregular verb. Irregular. Okay. I means irregular. Okay. Now clean. Clean. Okay. Present tense. Past tense, cleaned. So it is regular verb. Regular. Then close. Close. Present tense. Past tense, closed. So D is added. So it is a regular verb. Then danced. So dance, danced. So it is a regular verb. Here eat, eat and ate. So it is a irregular verb. Irregular verb. Now swim, swam. Past tense. So it is a irregular verb, not ed. Okay. Take, take, took. It is irregular verb. Then think, think, thought. It is a irregular verb. Okay, I hope you understood these present tense and past tense, how to make. Okay, and also you know regular and irregular verbs. Okay, by adding d or ed to present, if you make past tense, it is called regular verb. If you change the complete form of the verb to make past tense, it is called irregular verb. Okay. So please take page number 38, fourth bit. Read the following sentences Andrew needed a costly surgery now, and there was no one to loan them money. Dr. Armstrong operated on Andrew without any charges, and within a few weeks he was back at home doing well. Observe the underlined words. They do not specify the exact amount or number, but quantify things. They are called quantifiers. The words no, none, any, a lot of, much, many, a little, a few, etc. come under this category. We use no or none of to indicate not or not any in order to emphasize the negative idea in a sentence. We use a few and a little to talk about a small number and quantity. Much is used with uncountable nouns like sugar, and many is used with countable nouns like pen, book, etc. Examples: Chandu has so much interest in English that he reads one book a week. He has many friends in school. Okay, now I'll explain to you these words. See now, quantifiers means they don't say the number, exact number. Okay, for example, 100 is the number, 10 is the number. So when you say 10, maybe it is small for you. Okay, 10 people, that is very less. That means we have a few. Okay, maybe 100 is more. Okay, many, it is like many number. Okay, many. So none means not even one. None means not even one. So that you have to understand well. Okay, here none means not even one. So nothing is there. Okay, no people, nothing. Okay, none. Okay, none. Okay, here a few means small number of people. Okay, many or you think number of a few pens means small number of pens, a few tables, a few desks, a few benches, a few books. Okay, small number means a few. Okay, a few. Number, that is countable. This is used before only countable nouns. Countable, pen, okay, book. These are countable. Books, pens, chairs. All these are countable nouns. What you can count? 1, 2, 3. 1 chair, 2 chair, 3 chairs. Okay, you can count like that. Okay, 1 pens, 1, 2, 3, 4. Countable. Okay, they are called countable. So before countable nouns, use a few or many. Okay, only before countables, none. Whereas a little, much, no. Here is uncountable. You can't count. For example, water. You can't count 1, 2, 3. Water. Okay. So now they use a little water. Okay. A little milk. Okay. A little sugar. So it is a quantity. Okay, this is a quantity of the things, that is measurements, uncountable. So here number, you can count the number. Here you can't count the number. So when you are not able to count the number, you have to use these quantifiers. A little, I drank a little milk, or much, he drank much milk. Okay, much water. Okay, he drank no water. Okay, he drank no water. You understand? Before uncountable nouns. Here, these are the words any and lot of. You can use before both countable and uncountable. There is a lot of water. There is a lot of water. Is there any water in the question forms? Okay, any is in the questions. You don't use in the positive. Okay, any. I have. Do you know any people? Okay. Do you have any water? Uncountable. Do you have any milk? Okay. Any milk? Uncountable. But do you know any student or any students? Okay, countable. But still can use for both. Any, a lot of. So when you are using for countable nouns, quantifiers, you have to use a few or many or none. If it is uncountable, you have to use a little, much or no. Okay. Here for both, you can use both. Any and a lot of, you can use for both the nouns. Okay, children. I hope you understood that. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, calling me. Page number 39. You see study the table of marks secured by students in class 10th carefully. The minimum marks required to pass is 35. So there is a list of marks and students. Okay, there is a table. So there are questions under it. I will send you by WhatsApp the answers. So how to use the words no, none, any, a few, many, like this. Okay, and also on page number 40 there is a diary. How to write a diary and also a letter. So both I will send you by WhatsApp. Okay, and also on page number 41 you should know how to use the dictionary. So when you come to the class next time, I will teach you how to open the dictionary and how to find the words. Okay, now we will take the page number 42, that is listening and speaking. So that is on the page number 129. Please take page number 129. I read the passage for you. Okay, listen carefully. Unit 3. Glenn Cunningham. Glenn Cunningham was a good runner. In races at school, he ran faster than his friends. I want to become the fastest runner in the world, Glenn told himself. One day, there was a big fire at Glenn's school. He was burnt very badly. His legs were burnt more than any other part of his body. The doctors looked at his legs and said that he would not be able to run again. I want to run, shouted the boy. I want to run. You will not be able to run, said the doctors. You should be happy if you can walk. But Glenn did not listen to the doctors. I won't give up, he told himself. I'll run. Glenn was in bed for a year. When he got up, he tried to walk. He fell down, but Glenn did not give up. He kept trying. At last, Glenn was able to walk. The doctors were surprised. Then Glenn started to run. Soon he could run faster than his friends. Later, Glenn became the fastest runner of his time. Glenn Cunningham showed that anything can be done if one tries hard. Okay, now I will read again for you, explaining the lesson. Okay, if you have any difficult words, okay, please listen carefully. Glenn Cunningham was a good runner. Runner means who runs well. Okay, in races at school, races means competitions. Okay, running competition. He ran faster than his friends. I want to become the fastest runner in the world, Glenn told himself. One day there was a big fire at Glenn's school. Big fire means fire accident. Okay, fire accident. He was burnt very badly. His legs were burnt more than any other part of his body. The doctors looked at his legs and said that he would not be able to run again. I want to run, shouted the boy. I want to run. You will not be able to run, said the doctors. You should be happy if you can walk. So, no nadistene goppa. But Glenn did not listen to the doctors. I won't give up. Give up ante stop. Okay, give up means stop doing things. He told himself, I will run. Glenn was in bed for a year. He was in bed means what? He was not able to walk. Okay, he was not able to walk. He was in bed. When he got up means లేచినప్పుడు. He tried to walk. He fell down, but Glenn did not give up. Again, give up means stop. Okay. He kept trying. అంటే మళ్ళీ చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేశాడు. At last, Glenn was able to walk. The doctors were surprised. Means ఆశ్చర్యపోయారు. Then Glenn started to run. Soon he could run faster than his friends. Later, Glenn became the fastest runner of his time. Glenn Cunningham showed that anything can be done if one tries hard. Hard అంటే కష్టపడితే ఏదైనా సాధించవచ్చు అని అతను చూపించాడు. So now, there are the questions here. So I will send you by WhatsApp. Okay. There is also oral activity. Oral activity, that is a dialogue form. So you can go through that dialogue. I'll read especially about the directions. So you can use the same thing whenever you want to say. I will explain to you in the next class how to ask for the directions. Okay. Now take page number 44. Be reading. A nation's strength, not gold, but only men can make a people great and strong. Men who for truth and honor's sake stand fast and suffer long. Brave men who work while others sleep, who dare while others fly. They build a nation's pillars deep and lift them to the sky. Okay? A nation's strength, అంటే ఒక దేశానికి బలం ఏంటి? నాట్ గోల్డ్. గోల్డ్ ఇస్ నాట్ అవర్ స్ట్రెంగ్త్. చాలామంది బంగారమే గొప్ప అనుకుంటారు, కానీ దట్ ఇస్ నాట్ ద స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ ద నేషన్. గోల్డ్ ఇస్ నాట్ ద, బట్ ఓన్లీ మెన్ కెన్ మేక్ ఏ పీపుల్ గ్రేట్ అండ్ స్ట్రాంగ్. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ డబ్బులు కాదు, బంగారం కాదు, మనుషులే ఒక దేశాన్ని బలమైనదిగా చేస్తారు. పీపుల్ గ్రేట్ అండ్ స్ట్రాంగ్. హూ ఆర్ దే? మెన్ who for truth and honor's sake, సత్యం కోసం నిలబడేవాళ్ళు. ఓకే, సత్యం అండ్ ఆనర్స్ సేక్, గౌరవం కోసం, సత్యం కోసం గౌరవం కోసం బ్రతికే వాళ్ళే. స్టాండ్ ఫాస్ట్ అండ్ సఫర్ లాంగ్, అంటే స్టాండ్ ఫాస్ట్ అంటే వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు కూడా దేనికి లొంగిపోరు. ఏదైనా పని చేయాలనుకుంటుందని సాధించే వరకు ఉంటారు. దాన్ని ఏమంటారు? స్టాండ్ ఫాస్ట్ అండ్ సఫర్ లాంగ్. సఫర్ అంటే కష్టాలను కూడా ఎంత కాలమైనా బాధపడడానికి సిద్ధంగా ఉంటారు, కష్టం పడడానికి సిద్ధంగా ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళే దేనైనా వాళ్ళు సాధిస్తారు. బ్రేవ్ మెన్ హూ వర్క్ వైల్ అదర్స్ స్లీప్. దీస్ బ్రేవ్ మెన్, బ్రేవ్ అంటే ధైర్యంగా వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు? వాళ్ళు పని చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. హూ వర్క్ వైల్ అదర్స్ స్లీప్, వేరే వాళ్ళు లేజీగా పడుకొని ఉంటారు, కానీ వీళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు? వాళ్ళు పని చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. హూ డేర్ వైల్ అదర్స్ ఫ్లై. హూ డేర్, ధైర్యంతో వాళ్ళు ముందుకెళ్తుంటారు. వైల్ అదర్స్ ఫ్లై, బట్టి తిరుగుతూ ఉంటారు కొంతమంది ఏం పని చేయకుండా. అలాంటి వాళ్ళు కాదు. దే బిల్డ్ ఏ నేషన్స్ పిల్లర్స్ డీప్. వాళ్ళు దేశం యొక్క పునాదులు చాలా బలంగా వేస్తారు. అండ్ లిఫ్ట్ దెమ్ టు ద స్కై. ఆ యొక్క పిల్లర్స్ అనేవి చాలా ఎత్తుగా వాళ్ళు నిర్మిస్తారు. కాబట్టి వాళ్ళే ఈ యొక్క దేశాన్ని బలంగా చేస్తారు. కాబట్టి దేశం యొక్క బలం ఏంటి? బంగారం కాదు, మనుషులే. ఏ మనుషులు వాళ్ళు? ఎవరైతే సత్యం కోసం, గౌరవం కోసం నిలబడుతూ ఉంటారో, ధైర్యంగా పనిచేస్తూ ఉంటారో, ఎవరైతే ధైర్యంగా ఉంటారో మరి వాళ్ళు, అలాంటి వాళ్ళు దేశానికి పునాదులు వేస్తారు, గట్టి పునాదులు వేస్తారని ఈ పద్యంలో మనం వింటూ ఉన్నాము. ఓకే, ఐ విల్ సెండ్ యూ ద క్వశ్చన్ ఆన్సర్స్ in the WhatsApp. Okay, so have a nice time.